Welcome to this inspiring story of quiet hope and patient strength. Let this journey remind you that even the smallest act of care can change a life, and even the smallest seed can grow into something strong and beautiful. My name is Alex. I want to share a story from my life. People in my neighborhood often bring me their broken things, like radios that no longer play or lamps that stay dark. My little workshop is like a hospital for these forgotten items. I always liked giving them another chance to work. I can repair almost anything with wires or gears. I am good with my hands and with my special tools. But for many years, I could not fix the thing most broken inside me. I could not repair my own heart. My hope was like a clock with no mainspring. This is the story of how I found the missing piece. It started one morning after a bad storm. I walked outside by the wild sea. Between two rocks, I saw something green. It was a tiny baby tree with only two small leaves. The big storm had not destroyed it. It stayed alive against the strong wind. I felt a small spark inside me. I was curious how it survived. This small plant had a strong will to live. It was a spot of green in a gray world, a world that matched my own sad feelings. For the first time in many years, I wanted to do something. I decided I would help the small tree grow. That decision gave me a reason to get up each morning. It was a small reason, but enough. My new hope was as small as 2 leaves. It was weak, but it was real. It was something to care for. I protected the baby tree from the wind. I built a little wall of stones around it like a tiny fort. I brought water for it every day, carrying heavy buckets from a faraway well. I brought better soil and put it around the roots so it could grow strong. A few neighbors watched me from far away. They probably thought I was just an old man talking to a little plant, but I did not care. The tree was my private project, my secret hope. The work was hard for me. My back hurt, and my hands were rough from lifting stones and carrying soil. Some days I felt very tired. I wanted to quit and return to my quiet sadness, which was easier. But when I looked at the tree, I saw a new leaf, and that gave me new energy. The tree grew slowly. It taught me to be patient. Weeks turned into months, and months turned into years. The little sapling became a strong tree. Its roots went deep into the rock, holding tight. Its branches grew toward the sun. They were not straight, shaped by the sea wind, but they were strong and beautiful in their own way. One spring, after many years, I saw buds on the branches. My heart felt peaceful and happy. Soon, small white flowers opened. The tree was blooming on the rocks. It looked like a small miracle. Bees came to the flowers. Birds made nests in the branches. My tree brought new life to an empty place. My small hope had changed a piece of the world. People from the village came to see the strange, beautiful tree on the hard rocks. They did not think I was strange anymore. They respected the tree's will to live. One young girl asked me, "How did you do it?" She looked at its strong trunk and green leaves with amazement. I told her I did not do much. The tree did the hardest work. Its hope was stronger than the wind and the rock. I just helped it a little in the beginning. I gave it a reason to know it was not alone. When strong storms come, I still worry about the tree. The wind is loud and the waves crash hard. I watch from my window and see its branches bend and twist. It looks like it might break, but it never does. It knows how to move with the storm. This tree has become a map of my own life. My sadness was like the rocky ground. My effort was like the water I carried. My hope was the little seed I found after the storm. It was weak, but it wanted to live and see the sun. Like the tree, my own life started to grow again. I talked to my neighbors. I made new friends. I learned to enjoy simple things. Warm soup, children's laughter, a beautiful sunrise. The empty space in my heart started to fill again. Not with forgetting, but with new memories and new feelings. My life is not always easy. There are still storms. Some days still bring me sadness, and some days bring doubt. But now I understand that hope is not always a big or loud feeling. It does not need to shout or have a perfect reason. Sometimes hope is quiet and stubborn. It is choosing to carry one more bucket of water to a thirsty plant. It is building a small wall to protect against a strong wind. It is waiting patiently for a new leaf to appear. It is believing that even in the hardest rock, something strong and beautiful can take root and grow. My tree is old now, just like I am. Its bark is rough, and its branches show all the seasons it has survived. Children from the village play under its shade. Couples come to watch the sunset behind its strong shape. It has become a symbol for everyone here. It reminds us that life can grow even in hard places. It shows that after the worst storms, something new can still begin if you look for it. People sometimes ask me, "What will happen when you are gone? Who will look after the tree then?" I always smile when they ask. The tree does not need me anymore. It is strong enough to stand alone. Its roots go deep and hold it steady. It knows where to find water and how to face the wind. My job was only to help it during its hardest first years. I was just its first helper. Now the hope belongs to the tree, and it gives that hope to everyone who visits it. That is what hope really is. You protect it when it is small, and then it protects you when it grows. It becomes shelter for others. It becomes a reason for them to believe in their own power and their own dreams. That is why I do not worry. Life will go on. New small trees will grow in other cracks, in other rocks, in other places. Maybe another person with a sad heart will find one and decide to help it. They will begin their own journey. They will carry their own buckets of water. They will discover their own reasons to keep going. That is how hope stays alive in this world. It moves from one living thing to another through small, quiet actions. It is like a talk between the earth and the sky. It is the green leaf that grows through hard stone. So if you ever feel lost in a gray world, look for that one small bit of color, that tiny sign of life. Maybe it is a flower growing in a crack on the street. Maybe it is a kind word from a stranger on a hard day. Hold on to that small thing. Care for it. Let it grow deep inside your heart, because one tiny seed of hope, if you protect it, can grow into a forest that can survive any storm. One evening, I sat under the tree as the sun went down. The soft orange light touched its leaves, and the wind was gentle. I listened to the quiet sound of birds going to sleep in its branches. I felt peaceful. My heart was calm. A young man from the village came to visit me. He sat down beside me and looked up at the tree with wide eyes. He asked me if I ever felt sorry for spending so many years taking care of one small tree. I smiled and told him no. I said that giving care to something, even something small, gives your own life meaning. He looked thoughtful and asked me if he could help take care of the tree too. I nodded and thanked him. It made me happy to know someone else wanted to protect it. We decided that together we would watch over it, making sure it stayed healthy and strong for many more years. After that day, he came often. He helped clear away weeds around the roots and brought water when the summer days were too dry. We shared stories while we worked. He told me about his dreams and fears. I listened and I told him about my own hopes from many years ago. Slowly, I saw the same change in him that I had felt in myself. His face looked brighter, his voice became stronger, and his eyes had a new light. The tree had given him a reason to care, just like it did for me. One afternoon, he brought a small plant in a clay pot. He showed it to me with a shy smile and said he wanted to plant it in a crack near the rocks. He asked if I would help him start. I felt tears in my eyes as I nodded. So we planted it together, the way I had planted the first tree. We carried water to it, built a small wall of stones, and gave it good soil. It was small and weak, but it was already trying to reach for the sun. As we finished, I looked at the two trees, one strong and tall, the other just beginning. I realized that hope never truly ends. It keeps going, passing from one heart to another, like a quiet chain that holds the world together. I closed my eyes and felt the cool evening wind on my face. I knew that someday, long after I am gone, these trees will still stand here, and maybe more will grow around them, each planted by someone who found a reason to believe. That thought made me smile. The story of hope was not finished. It was just beginning again. If this story touched your heart, please like, share, and subscribe for more meaningful stories. Let's spread hope together. Tell us in the comments what gives you hope today.